Hello. So, what I've decided to do is start doing a daily deal. Basically, the inspiration was from a reader, a beautiful reader called the Aussie Goddess, who I watch every day, and if you don't, you're really missing out. So, I don't want it to be a star sign or anything else. I'm aiming to, as you know, try and help us all learn something. So for the very first daily deal, I am using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And for a bit of help, I'll be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Lana Fairchild and the Angel Feather Oracle by Michelle Newton. And I love them all. So, as you know, I have been working on overcoming feelings of hurt and betrayal. But I don't know what we'll be dealing with in today's daily deal. So let's get started. Divine Source, Archangels, Angels, Guardian Angels, Spirit Guides, Ascended Masters, Ancestors and Spirit, please pass through your clear and loving advice in the highest white light for our greatest good. What do we need to learn? That looks about right. So we've got the Five of Earth or the Five of Pentacles, whichever way you want to look at it. It's very sad. Is it okay? No, cups. Sorry, I'm getting used to the new colours. Red. Pentacles. Cups. Swords, air, and purple is wands or fire. These are the major arcanas. I told you we'd be learning a lot. So to me, what I'm reading straight off the bat is pretty well what a lot of people are going through, because Mercury's in retrograde and this year has been all kinds of special welcome to 2019. So what we've got here is obviously hands over heart, and it's red, it's sore. There's a wound there, and it's radiating. You see the way it's like a spiral and it's radiating. So that's what we're emitting at the moment, and it's going to Source. Source is hearing us. We're hearing it, but this is what we're going through at the moment, and we've turned. See how he's turned his back on the light, on the rainbow, on the Source. He's so focused on his broken heart, which we do, and we need to go through that at the stage. Denying it is not going to help. and so he's looking ahead. And this card, moving on, he's got, it looks like either a compass or a pocket watch in his hand. And he's moving in, see, this one's turned his back on the light and this one's moving into the light. So he's moving towards something better, greener pastures. These are all dead leaves and these are all green and fresh, and he's walking towards that. So whatever the heartbreak and emotional loss is that's just been suffered, now you're looking at, well, I've sent it out, the universe knows how I'm feeling, and now it's time, knowing that there's that support behind me, I can look forward, I can look ahead, and that gives us hope. I think hope is one of the most underrated strengths a human being can possess. I truly, truly do. Because I just heard when all hope seems lost. That just pops straight into my head, because sometimes even all hope can seem lost, but it's a pretty, it can hide very, very well. Hope can hide, but it's always there. We've just got to look deep enough for it. And so if you look, I don't know if you can see this because I can't see what you're seeing. If you look at the card, it's, first of all, it's a number 8, which is the infinity symbol, and it's abundance and good fortune and good luck and everything. So we've got hope, but this table, but in there's the person, and I see that as the soul, the person's soul, and it's still radiating. So we just have to look hard enough for it. That's actually a very good pictorial representation of what I think the soul looks like. So I think once we use this and move on and move past this, whatever this was, we'll start to, I'm getting in ourselves, recognition and reward in ourselves. I don't think it will be coming from outside sources. I don't think it will be acclaim. I don't think it will be public attention. I think it will be a very private, very inner recognition of you still having your own inner strength, you still having your own self-worth, and a real deep, universal source light also rewarding you for not staying trapped in this. Here's a happy card, which in the majority of tarots, this is the Tower card. And in this, he's not happy. He's really not happy about having a Tower moment at all. He's really quite unhappy about having a Tower moment. But if you look at him, it's like, if you ignore the cutout, he has been cranky, surly, unhappy, miserable, with crossed arms, crossed over the heart area, and very, very protective and defensive, and all the, so you've got, the crown chakra's dark, and the third eye's basically missing. It's actually shadowed, so it's quite dark. The throat's been cut out completely or blocked completely, so they haven't been speaking their truth. The heart is covered up completely and protected. Then you've got the solar plexus that have got a big cross on them. So, you know, that solar plexus is real, you know, strength and inner strength and fire and intuition and gut feelings. And that's just been, you know, stitched closed. Then you've got the sacral area, and that's just got a great big line through it. It's completely separate. So that's really sad. And the base chakra, it's almost black. So this person's whole alignment is out. They've completely shut down and covered. And whether that be emotional, physically, spiritually, or the whole works, it's kind of like I'm just trying to get the picture. Imagine I see this fortress with, oh, you know, I know what I'm seeing. In Get Smart, I don't know if any of you are watching it old enough to remember Get Smart, but there was a TV show, and at the beginning he would walk through all these vaulted doors and sliding things and big metal gates and, you know, armed vaulted doors and brick doors and titanium, and then at the end he'd walk back through them and they'd all bang shut behind him, clang, bang, and that's the mental image I'm getting for this person here. Now what's happening is that whole cut up defensive shitful energy has been basically chopped up. It's like, no, we're not having that anymore. We are going to cut you to bits. We're going to clean out the shit, almost like surgery. Here you go, your throat's not working, chop. We're going to chop that crap out and we're going to give you the clean throat that you needed, and all the way down. So he's been cut up and almost put back into position with this beautiful light. And you'll see that the light's coming through the clouds, and there it is. It's like, here we come, but, you know, get ready for a big shake up first. It's like, get rid of all that angst and anxiety and stress and, ooh, I don't like that. We're not going to have that. You can't have that anymore. So, oh, look, that one flew out, thank you. And look, there we go. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. I love the Four of Wands. It's so beautiful, and in this card is so calming. If you look at this, there's no sparkle, there's no flash, there's no glittery things or pretty trinkets or flash furniture or cars or anything else. It's so simple, it's so natural and calm and loving. Now if you look, I mean, apart from the beautiful rainbow over it's got a thatched roof and a fire chimney, but it's that old, it's small and comfortable and cozy. It's not ostentatious. It's not, you know, more than they need. It's just Goldilocks. It's just right. And, you know, his hood is off. He's very open. They're holding hands. She's got her arm around the child, and it's not grabbing and snatching, and it's not that real you belong to me, it's this calm, this is what it's all about. This is what's important. The simple things. A roof over your head, a loving family, something to work towards, and something to be very, very grateful for. So I really like that. That's beautiful. That is really, really beautiful. So, if this is where you are now, look to that. Keep your hope. Start moving forward. Hang on to this. Remember it's there. Be grateful. And give yourself some credit. Because you've walked a few mountains. So, you know, give yourself some credit. And realize that disruptions and tower moments, they're not all bad. Sometimes they're necessary and they suck and they hurt. They hurt. But look at what you get. And if you stayed in that, you'd miss out on this. You'd miss out on that. You'd miss out on this. So, you know, say, have at me, universe. Shake me up a bit. So, let's see what the little rebels have to offer us. I love rebels. I just love my rebels. You know, you can learn so much. They're the ones who make big mistakes. You know, the mistakes are good. I'm a big fan of mistakes, because if you don't make a mistake, you're not trying anything new. You're here if you're not making any mistakes. So I'm a big fan of mistakes, if you learn from them. I was saying to someone today that mistakes are only mistakes if you don't learn from them. And we were talking about how people say sorry so easily these days. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. And I was saying to them how I don't really accept sorry much anymore. You know, the first time, yes, I do, and I appreciate it. The second time, might have a word with you, but the third time, I'm kind of like, well, you know, if you keep making the same mistake, it's not a mistake, it's a choice. So, I like mistakes, but I like rebels because they're not afraid of them. They like to test the boundaries and think outside the square and, you know, not be a sheep. Some of them go a little bit overboard, however. But, you know, the general philosophy of them, if you look at all the serious movers and shakers, the people who have made the world a better place, they were all rebels. I mean, Winston Churchill was an absolute rebel. Nobody really liked him, and you know, he caused all sorts of grief. He was a rebel. Gandhi was a rebel. Look at Nelson Mandela. There you go. That's a good rebel. Albert Einstein was a rebel. All the people who really, you know, aren't afraid so much. I love those people. All right. So, my little rebels, who's going to come and say hello? Right. I don't know about you, wherever you are, but I'm very hot. And I haven't had the aircon on today, and my daughter came home and said, "Ugh, it's so hot, why isn't the aircon on?" And I said, because it's not hot enough. And now I know what she was talking about. So, where are we? Bring it into form. Bring it into form. How are you going to do that? How are you going to bring this into form? By moving on. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. I see this, and it reminds me of the footprints that I'm sure most of you watching would have heard of or seen. And it's about, you know, someone walking alongside with God, and how there's two sets of footprints. And then when there was one set of footprints at their darkest hour, they said, "Why did you leave me?" And God said, "I didn't leave you. That's when I was carrying you." So that's what that reminds me of. And how beautiful it is. There's our, see the bones in the legs? That's your inner strength coming out. That's what that is. Inner strength. Legacy of light. Oh, there you go. There's some more family. Ancestors. You're not alone. That's the three, the triple goddess, the Trinity, three has been jumping out at me all day. Symbols, signs, all to do with three. Yeah, all of them. And here we are again. Child, mother, crone. Beautiful. And we have all of this. I was doing a meditation today, and it was about our inner child and how, imagine holding you as a baby, and what would you say to you as a baby? And then imagine you are the baby looking at your older you and hearing that, and how it heals the wounds. And this child is looking straight ahead innocently, eyes wide open, you know, hands up, bring it in, bring it on. I'm here to learn, I'm here to grow, loving it. I want to absorb everything. And here she's going, you know, I'll just process this for a minute, and I'll pray on it, and I'll learn to understand it. And I love the red hair. She's a bit fiery, that one. So she needs to, you know, meditate and learn how to really be centered and grow in the light path. And then the aged and the wisdom and the light and the ascendancy, which is basically what we're after here. All right. I'm loving this. So to bring it into form, we really need to look at the three of those. We need to question like a child, look at things with a sense of wonder. Then we need to meditate and look at things from a different angle. And then we need to ask for divine guidance from our ancestors and our spirit, so that we embody all of those things. Love it. So what have the angels got for us before we go? I love this deck. It's very simple, but I've done whole readings with this deck, and it's just like they come out and the whole thing flows. It just flows into a story. I love it. I just love this deck. So many angels. How can we get through this to our foundations? What do we need to know? 1, 2. Accept life as it is. The angels are here to advise you that you will feel a calming inner peace and peace of mind when you stop trying to control everything in your life. Tied up in control mode. Control mode. Blocking. Trying to control it. Control. Let it go. Have hope. Have faith. Lots of faith. Talk to Spirit. Ask for help. Never be ashamed to ask for help. And if you accept life as it is and you go with the flow will be beautiful. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful. If it was, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.